Mr. Speaker, under the LEAP program, a total of 330,438 households are receiving LEAP grants. This is an increase over the 213,044 households reported in the 2019 budget, representing a percentage increase of 35%. Currently, Mr. Speaker, the program pays grants to the beneficiaries bi-monthly as follows. A one-member household is 64 cedis, two-member household is 76 cedis, a three-member household is 88 cedis, and four-member household is 106 cedis. Mr. Speaker, currently, the school feeding program has increased from 1.6 million in 2016 to 2.6 million pupils in 8,676 primary schools with one meal every school-going day. Mr. Speaker, in order to improve the effectiveness and enhance the management of the program, financial and operational controls are being strengthened to reduce waste and improve linkages to the local market. Mr. Speaker, 2020 marks the 10th year since the last census in Ghana, and GSS will commence preparatory work for mapping out enumeration areas in 130 out of the 260 districts in the country. Following the exercise, a total of 21,590 out of the 37,000 enumeration area maps have been updated. The census mapping exercise is expected to be completed by September 2019. Mr. Speaker, the Electoral Commission has completed the limited registration exercise as part of the arrangements for the revision of the voter register for 2020 elections. This will pave the way for exhibition of the voters register and nomination of candidates. In order to ensure the integrity of the electoral process, the Commission is working towards deployment of a modernized biometric registration and verification solution. Mr. Speaker, the Ghana card registration exercise commenced with institutional registration and enrollment in June 2018 to March 2019. The mass registration exercise, which started in Accra in April 2019, has so far enrolled, Mr. Speaker, 1,793,207 Ghanaians. A total of 1,195,415 cards have been printed as at the end of June 2019. Mr. Speaker, on 23 September 2017, Ghana successfully defended its maritime boundary dispute with Côte d'Ivoire when the ITLOS ruled in favor of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, the Ministry of Defense will begin the construction of a modern forward operating base in Takoradi to enhance maritime security in the western corridor of the country. This post part of government's broader security and will afford the Ghana Armed Forces the ability to protect offshore oil assets, prevent and combat pirate activities, narcotic traffic, and other high-sea crimes. Mr. Speaker, the creation of an optimistic, self-confident, and prosperous nation, as articulated in the President's Coordinated Program for Economic and Social Development, is becoming a reality to the citizens of our dear country. We are indeed moving Ghana beyond aid. Mr. Speaker, the implementation of the 2019 budget is on course. We are ready to take on board the third cohort of free SHS students in September 2019. We have started paying contractors who have certificates valued up to 500,000 cedis and plan to clear these by the end of the year. In keeping with our promise, the referendum to decide on the election of MMDCs will come off in December 2019. We have issued a number of commencement approvals for work to begin on a number of roads, drains, fish landing sites, and housing projects. The relevant ministries and development authorities are expected to complete procurement processes and award contracts for work to begin on all projects for the IPEP programs by October 2019. These programs will generate critical economic activities, provide job opportunities, and improve income for masons, carpenters, food vendors, roads, and general contractors. We have made a significant impact in reducing poverty, Mr. Speaker, bridging inequality gaps, providing adequate and accessible quality education, improving health care, providing affordable housing, promoting a vibrant agriculture sector, and improving food security, ensuring robust security measures, and revitalizing our industries, among others. These priority programs further underscore, Mr. Speaker, government's commitment towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. As part of government's efforts to address the need for improvement in rural roads, government in the coming weeks, Mr. Speaker, government in the coming weeks will set up a committee which would include officers of the 48th Engineers Regiment of the Ghana Armed Forces to spearhead a new national effort of mobilizing local authorities to construct passable critical feeder roads, related drainage and bridges across the country. Local authorities will be supported to urgently deploy road equipment by assisting with the repairs of any broken down equipment, providing fuel or renting necessary equipment. We'll work with the Ministers for Local Government and Rural Development, Roads and Highways, and the Social Development Initiative to explore all available financing options within the budget. Mr. Speaker, let me once again take the opportunity to thank you for the cordial working relationship we have had. We have no doubt that achievement made from the beginning of the year will continue to be felt in the ensuing months as we work steadily and tirelessly towards building a Ghana that is truly beyond aid. Mr. Speaker, we will continue to tackle the challenges with boldness, and with the good Lord on our side, we remain optimistic, assured, and rooted in our resolve to maintain economic stability. We will pursue the initiatives and programs of President Nana Akufo-Addo's led government, which are steadily transforming our nation and creating jobs and shared prosperity for all Ghanaians. Our plans and programs, as outlined in the 2019 budget, are deliberately designed, Mr. Speaker, to build a stronger and better connected country where no community will be left out in the push for sustainable progress in the fastest track possible. We have restored the economy. Even more manifestly, we have restored the integrity of the Ghanaian economy, just like we did over a decade ago. In the words of the latest IMF report, Ghana's recovery economy is truly on the mend. We are no longer in the IMF program that the previous government surrendered to in 2015, not even 4 years after Ghana became an oil-rich country. But the future, Mr. Speaker, is positive. We have discovered oil just like we did 12 years ago, except then we discovered oil at the tail end of the MPP's second consecutive term in office. This is only the first step. Mr. Speaker, this is a government for business, big or small. We are transforming agriculture, and we are transforming industry, and we are building a financial base to fuel that rise. In all humility, Mr. Speaker, the kind of transformation we are seeing today has never been done deliberately on this scale since independence. Our policies are leading to the establishment of factories on a scale never experienced and witnessed in the history of our republic. Mr. Speaker, permit me to stress this point. This is a government for the poor. This is also the government for the masses. We may not stand on rooftops and beat the propaganda drums high and loud. We prefer to allow our actions to speak. We are feeding school children, Mr. Speaker. We are giving them free education. We are expanding the LEAP social welfare cash to many more households. We have revived the national health insurance that we introduced. We have increased social benefits to the physical challenge. We do so, Mr. Speaker, not because we claim to be social democrats. No, we do so because we believe in the principle of empowering the greatest number of people for the greater good. We believe that every Ghanaian has the potential to represent her nation, just as we are in this chamber and have been blessed to do so, and all should be blessed to do so. Mr. Speaker, as I approach the conclusion, I want to make the case that Ghana is in a much better shape than it was when we took office 31 months ago. Growth is higher, banks are stronger, education is funding at an all-time record high, health funding is also at a record high, the GEP fund is more robust, more police are on our streets today than ever before, they are better equipped. We will deliver on the bauxite, we will deliver on the policy to build a petrochemical industry, we will support more factories to be built, more farms to be tilled, more doctors and nurses to care for us, more teachers to be attracted to the classrooms, more media houses to be free to contribute responsibly towards this all-important accelerated development journey, more partnership with labor and employers, more decent salaries. Our challenges may be many, but our opportunities are even more. The future is exciting. Let us build, even if we disagree on who the foreman may be. We are building now a better future for ourselves and more so for our children. Let us continue to believe in Ghana. Let us, Mr. Speaker, believe in ourselves. Let us have the courage to be proud about what we are capable of achieving. Be positive, think positive, act patriotic. Let's stand firm. Hard work and integrity should be our mantra, Mr. Speaker. We as a speaker, like the proverbial parable of the weeds, should not be caught asleep for the enemy to plant weeds among the wheat. Mr. Speaker, the government of President Akufo-Addo will be awake, vigilant, and uncompromising in its drive to transform our economy to a Ghana beyond aid. We are, Mr. Speaker, inspired by J.B. Dankwa when he says in his account doctrine of God that the Spirit of God is abroad even in the Gold Coast. We are indeed at this year a chosen people, and Isaiah assures us that those who trust in the Lord will find renewed strength. But Mr. Speaker, we must endure and enforce these tenets of a Ghana beyond aid. Mr. Speaker, we are resolved to pledge to embrace attitudinal change so that a Ghana beyond aid can be achieved. The 11 fundamental values of patriotism, honesty in dealing with each other, respect for each other, discipline, volunteerism, self-reliance, wise and efficient use of Ghana's resources, transparency and accountability, equal opportunity for all, strong support for the private sector, collaboration among social partners, particularly labor, business, and government for economic development, must prevail. Mr. Speaker, a new Ghana does beckon, the Ghana beyond aid, a Ghana that pays only for the energy it uses, a Ghana that receives full value for its cocoa, a Ghana that is a hub for continental free trade, a Ghana whose infrastructure is well standard, and a Ghana whose children are skilled and working. A patriotic, Mr. Ghana, and patriotic, Mr. Speaker, and spiritual Ghana who will put the Republic first. It is then, Mr. Speaker, that we, our country, will soar high on the wings like eagles and run and not grow weary and walk and not be faint, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, consistent with Article 179, Section 8 of the 1992 Constitution and Standing Order 143 of this august House, I beg to move that this House consider and approve an amount of $6,370,355 925.82 Ghana cedis as supplementary estimates to original appropriation of 78,771,833,602.82 Ghana cedis to bring the revised total appropriation to 85,142,189,527.94 Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, I so move. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Honorable members, debate on the motion shall stand deferred. Under Order 140 sub 5, the part of the statement relating to revenue and expenditure shall stand committed to the Finance Committee accordingly. I'm inclined to adjourn. Honorable Majority Leader, if there's any other indication, you may so say.
Okay, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as I've indicated, you have committed the part relating to the supplementary estimate to the Finance Committee. Mr. Speaker, the motion that we had before us really is in two parts. One relates to the mid-year review, and the other relates to the supplementary estimates for 2019 financial year. Mr. Speaker, I believe that going forward, we should develop a system where a mid-year review, which does not attract supplementary estimates, that component of the mid-year review should be provided to Parliament as information, as any statement, and then we'll pass comments on them. The side that relates to supplementary estimates really will be referred to the Finance Committee. They will come with their report, and then we debate that. I think that going forward, we should evolve better arrangements to commenting on mid-year review as a statement, and then supplementary estimates, we'll debate it. Yes, that is how it should be. Unfortunately, I think we've not made a distinction all this while. And that is why I'm saying going forward, we should have a better way of debating or commenting on the mid-year review that comes to us. Mr. Speaker, having said that, I believe that as you have said, we will defer further comments until tomorrow, and I'm hoping that the Finance Committee would have finished with perusing the document and submitting their report. When they're able to do that, then we can take both the comments on the media review and the supplementary budget together, so that hopefully by the close of the day tomorrow, we'll finish the debate and on the supplementary estimate as well. The Speaker, having said that, I believe we are in good hands. I can almost predict what my colleague, the minority leader, who has become very jittery in his seat, I can almost predict what he wants to say. But if it's intended for him to say that they are ready, I will tell him that we are more than ready to take them on. We are more than ready to take them on if they so desire. Mr. Speaker, we are in your hands, and we wait for tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Mr. Speaker, I can only thank you for the opportunity. I don't intend to engage the leader, but the combined effect of Article 1798 and Section 28 of the Public Financial Management Act must be a proper guide. Mr. Speaker, I only note that today the minister was unaccompanied by the vice president with Hello Tax App, Energy WhatsApp Tax App, with Energy Sector Levy App. The spirits of our countrymen and women have been lifted. We look forward to the debate, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. If that lifts the spirits of Ghanaians, particularly tax measures that the man supporting you stood opposed. You see, a deer doesn't laugh at his mother's teeth. When it grows, its own will show. Thank you.
Where there are comments, order. Where there are comments pursuant to briefing, honorable members may comment. Where there is a need for approval, as per both our standing orders and the Constitution, which is the bona fide right of Parliament, honorable members will contribute to that aspect of the debate and decide upon what to do. This honorable House will stand adjourned to tomorrow, 10 o'clock, in the forenoon.